In the middle of the southern swamps, there's a construction site that just doesn't make sense. It's too far from the city to be a home, and too dangerous to be a farm. So, what is it? Today, we start transforming Murkwater into a secret facility, one that you'd usually stumble across by accident. And I'm going to show you exactly how to build it, step by step, with no mods or glitches. To achieve this, I've broken this project into a 4-part plan. Today, we'll secure the entrance. Next will be housing and food. Then we'll turn the ruined house into a working ammo factory. And finally, lock it all down with heavy defense. And make sure you stick around for the tour at the end and find out who's hiding out here in the swamp. In this corner of the settlement, we'll start by building a large wooden deck. This will eventually support a bus used for temporary housing. Begin by placing a shack floor with wood supports near the front and side settlement boundaries, leaving a small amount of space on both sides. Raise the floor high enough so that 4 foundations can snap along the back edge, with the final foundation sitting close to ground level. From there, continue snapping foundations to create 4 rows. The first 2 rows will have 3 foundations each, while the last 2 rows will fit 4 foundations. Here's an overview of my layout. You may only be able to get 3 foundations on the 3rd row, but that's okay, as you will see when we get around to the guard station. For now, we'll leave this area as is and come back to it later once the rest of the layout is in place. Next, we're going to add a roof to the frame structure. I got this idea from Dave the Legend. Make sure you check out his channel for more creative roofing ideas to use throughout the Commonwealth. Start by placing a scaffolding frame along this side of the structure. Align it so that the frame sits tight against the wall with the right edge extended slightly past the structure. This will allow the roof to overhang the structure. Snap a second scaffolding frame to the back of the first. This one should extend past the rear of the structure, creating an overhang at the back as well. Now snap a ramp to the inside rail of the scaffolding. Repeat along this side, placing 4 ramps over the structure. On the opposite side, snap ramps directly to the top of the first set to complete the roof. And with that, the roof is complete. Next, we will build an elevated walkway to the guard station. Here's an overview of the floors that I used for the walkway. I'll show this again later for you to reference. Return to the side with the scaffolding. Snap a half scaffolding floor to the right side. It will snap in place with or without the scaffolding frame in place. You can continue to use scaffolding floors, but I prefer the more weathered look of the barn floors. To switch the materials, snap a barn floor to the scaffolding floor, remove the scaffolding floor, and then replace it with a barn floor. On the right side, snap a small floor. We'll add stairs here later. On the left side, snap a small floor in the corner, followed by 2 half floors across the back. Next, snap 2 small floors centered on the half floors. This will serve as the base of a guard lookout. On the next side, snap 1 small floor into the corner, followed by 2 half floors. From there, snap a half floor perpendicular to the left edge of the last floor. Add 1 more half floor, then finish the row with a small floor. Add another half floor as shown. The guard station will be built using 2 prefabs. Snap the first prefab to the edge of the half floor, followed by the second prefab. Complete the walkway by snapping an additional half floor and small floor to connect the guard station back to the main walkway. Here's an overview showing you the floors and their placement. To finish this section, snap stairs of your choice to the left front side. Here is a look at the walkway and the guard station that we've built so far. Now let's finish the guard station. Snap a barn or warehouse wall to the bottom of the right prefab. Snap a foundation to the bottom of the wall. Remove and store the wall, then snap a second foundation to the first. Now add railings of your choice around the prefab. Here's a building tip. Railings won't snap if walls are already in place, so always add the railings first. Once the railings are in place, add walls and a doorway to finish the structure. Next, we'll add support posts to the walkway. Starting on the right side, if your foundation is located under the post like mine is here, you won't be able to sink a post into the ground. If that happens, just remove the floor and snap in the post. Here's another building tip. A single post often isn't long enough to reach the ground. Snap a short post first, then snap a long post to it. The long post will easily sink through the ground. Continue adding support posts around the perimeter wherever needed. Finish the walkway by adding railings of your choice. And finally, add stairs for additional access to the guard station. Back over on the deck, place a bus on the last row of foundations. I found it easiest to adjust the placement from the back of the bus. To add a roof extending from the side of the bus, place a shack wall, not a warehouse wall, against the side of the bus with the inside of the wall facing you. Snap a shack roof to the top of the wall, then snap a second shack roof to the opposite side, and then remove the wall. For support posts, I usually use concrete pillars because they're the right height, but I know that many of you don't like that look. Great Grandpa Gamer shared this excellent alternative using wood barn supports. Be sure to check out his channel for more unique building tips. Place a short post on top of the roof corner. Next, snap a long post directly over the short post. Now select only the short post. You'll be able to tell by the highlighting. If the long post is selected, the entire post will highlight. If the short post is selected, the bottom will not highlight. Snap the short post to the bottom of the long post. We'll repeat that on the other side. Remove the long post, then snap a short post to the top of the remaining post. Finish the deck by adding railings and stairs. For this series, I'm approaching decorating a little differently. Rather than fully decorating each area right away, I want the settlement to feel like it's being developed over time. Furniture and decorations will be updated and improved as the build progresses. For now, the bus will act as temporary housing. However, this area will be completely repurposed in future episodes. I placed a small sitting area under the roof to provide shelter from the rain. Inside the bus, I added simple seating and a few sleeping bags along the back, just enough to get through the night. It's not comfortable, but it's a start. I placed the crafting stations under the roofed area. This creates a dry, sheltered space to upgrade weapons and armor, simple and practical for this early stage. The guard station is equipped with just the basics. A corner table gives the guards a place to take a break, along with weapon racks, storage crates for extra weapons and ammo, and a rubber mat for the guards on duty. And now with the furniture in place, the structure is ready for inhabitants. But out here in the swamp, you never know who moves in once the lights go out. The thick fog of the swamp makes perfect cover, a place where secret operations can remain hidden, at least during the day. At night, oil lanterns cut through the mist, revealing the most carefully concealed locations. And that's where our story begins. It was late, cold, and miserable. At least the rain had finally stopped. It was almost time to give up for the night. If only there were a dry shelter nearby. That's when a light appeared in the distance. It could have meant safety or danger. Moving closer, signs of recent construction became clear. Fresh wood against the rotting trees. But who would build here? The swamp is too remote, too dangerous, not a place for a settlement. Still, it was worth the risk. Move in for a closer look. An old school bus had been dragged in from nearby, now serving as a makeshift shelter. No one in sight. Too tired to move on, this would have to do for the night. By morning, curiosity took over. A guard station overlooked the swamp, carefully positioned for visibility while remaining hidden among the thick vegetation. The weapons, they were unusual, effective up close but poorly suited for long-range defense. Strange. Settlers don't use these. With no one in sight, finding supplies became the next priority. Suddenly, a figure in the distance, a black suit, a formal hat. Here? In the swamp? That's when it became clear. This wasn't a settlement. The triggermen had claimed Murkwater, and this was only the beginning.